everybody. So I want to talk a little bit more about tiger whips the tail. So each shape, you should know what you're working: the extreme joint, the root joint, or the middle joint, or the root joint. Really understand what you're tacking with. If you're using the middle joint, you have these shocking mid-range kind of power. So elbows, defending low attacks, things like this. Like I said in the last video, when we think root joint, power is more coming out the back. The extreme joint is more traveling out to the extreme of the limbs. So really know what you're doing when you're doing it. Are you turning with the middle joint? Of course, you're always using all three. They all want to be connected, but keep the focus, the three different levels. This is the outer range, mid-range, close range. So these are the extreme joints. That's how they're used. When we're talking about up close, using the root joint, it's more using the body to do the shape, causing a devastating throw more so than a shocking hit, and then go. So root joint can be quite long as well, but the back power has to be there, has to be reverberating back. Middle joint, very balanced in the body. Extreme joint, let it go a little bit. Root joint is just these small explosions that do the work. So for the root joint, it's a lot of back power coming out of you. Even if they're on the front of you, it bows them up, makes them vulnerable to you just going through now. So understand which ones you're training. You go nice, extreme. These tigers, make sure you're always doing the flip, no matter how small it is. You're doing the flip. You're not eagling. So see the flip. Middle joint. Root. So make sure you know which ones are which. What are you working? Are you working your root joint? Should the power just be abrupt and in place? Middle joint, or balanced, able to go anywhere. Extreme joints can mean either you're going to touch long range, which isn't really a thing for us because we always enter to get in. So for us in Shingi Loha, extreme joint is not necessarily touching with the extreme joints. It means that the power will travel to my extreme joint. Doesn't mean that I power through. So make sure you understand that most of the time when we talk about extreme joint, it's going to be big throws. Big throws going from bottom all the way up. So we have our nice extreme joint can be touching and then receiving, pulling in, accepting. Can be this kind of feels like a throwing type power, but you don't let it go. And then root can either be hitting with the body or has this back power kind of thing going on. So just a couple ideas on how to think about this, how to focus your training. Work all the levels here. Alright guys.